My name is Randy Stringer, and I work for the University of Adelaide, and I'm one of the research team working in Vanuatu on ACIAR's cocoa project. Vanuatu is a fantastic country. There's about 250,000 people in the country. They're spread out over 80 islands. What's going on in our project right now is there's two parts. One part is focusing on increasing yields and better management practices, but the other part of the project is very innovative because we're linking these producers to the niche market chocolate makers, some of the best chocolate makers in the world.
My name is Basil Malili. I'm the manager of the Cocoa Growers Association in Vanuatu, and we're based in Malekula. The Cocoa Growers Association, our role is to really give training, knowledge of how we produce quality, and also we start in the field, tell the market. We work a lot with Rory Association. We really give them good trainings in terms of how we treat our trees so that all the trees should bear more fruit.
Ikam lo island blo Malakula, lo Rory Village, ikam osem chaman blo cooperative, lo Rory Village. Some lo Rory Village, ikata 300 something people in live them.
An important part of this project is working through cooperatives and groups and lead farmers, because if we can work with a co-op like Basil, so that involves pruning, cleaning up the trees, making it easier to harvest the pods because they're lower, then we reach him and he works with lead farmers like Dennis, like Latima, that they also have behind them 10, 15, 20 families, and so it cascades down. This information flows quickly to all these different producers.
My name is Latima. I'm from Prenway Village, northwest of Malekula, in Vanuatu. I am proud that I am a cocoa farmer. Now we want to empower the women. Cocoa has been easier for the women to be in the farm. I have seen that so many women are trying to work, like they try to help themselves.
Many of the barriers and issues that the producers face is information. These producers don't even know where their beans go. For the first time in their lives through this project, 5 communities tasted chocolate made from their beans, and it changed totally their motivation because they understood the problem with smoke because they tasted it in their own chocolate.
I'd say that most of the beans from Vanuatu are going into blends and are being lost in the supply chain and going into some chocolate somewhere. But I think really for them to get put on the map by them improving their quality, which they're doing, was basically just making sure they just followed, 5 simple steps. Basically good pruning, reducing disease pressure, picking right pods, good fermentation, temperature measurement, and then nice gentle sun drying is what we're really pushing for with the solar dryers.
So one of the components of this project has been to link the private high-end chocolate makers to the producers. So we approached companies like Hague's and like Bain & Co., asked them if they would just help us and provide some support, provide us some feedback on the quality of the beans, and let us know what we would need to do. How do we raise the standard so that they would want to buy our beans?
About, I think, 4 years ago, Randy contacted through the ACIAR, contacted us, and we started to have this discussion on Vanuatu. Being interested in doing single origin, we thought to assess these beans, and we have found them very interesting, and that's why we launched that single origin Vanuatu. So the growers have to understand at Hague's, quality is very important.
Meeting se by me one kutula test lo set lo mi. From me work lo cocoa be some me never tested one chocolate yet. Only make them love Vanuatu. From him producing but me no me melon se chocolate lo Malakula o Vanuatu wa be mia. Pa mi ko test them straight chocolate lo cacao we me ferment them co me make me try. Then pa me test them sweet for me. Me ba me win.
These growers are coming to Port Villa, and there is this chocolate competition. So we'll be assessing 10 chocolates that Sandrine from Active has manufactured.
Put Vanuatu on the chocolate list, you know, so as a potential source of bean for fine chocolate. And I think
I'm the president of Active Association and also a director of Highend Chocolate Makers. Actually, Active started it in 2008. So today with the chocolate competition, what we expect is to show those chocolate makers that we can have good quality bean. So that's why if we can go for chocolate and link the cocoa producers with chocolate makers, and especially fine chocolate, we can provide them a better price for the product.
It's a pretty standard judging process. It's a point scoring system. It's a blind tasting, so we don't know who's behind it.
Chocolate eating is an experience. You open the tablet and the smell is very important. The way the chocolate has been tempered, so there is a snap that has to happen when you eat your chocolate. And then it's just a pleasure to start eating, and there's all sort of different attributes.
There was some very, very good chocolate with all sorts of flavour notes that you only get from areas that are derived from heritage cacao. That was very exciting, but we're let down because of some of the post-harvest treatments in relation to fermentation and smoke taint and general storage. And the cost of getting those post-harvest things right is quite simple.
We tried the beans 2 years ago from the same co-ops, and seeing the increase in quality in 2 years has been quite phenomenal.
We found this quite an outstanding chocolate, and so the prize winner, number 1, is sample number 8.
It was good to see Dennis's beans coming in at number 1 from the Rory Village cooperative. Amazing chocolate profile, very, very concentrated, and so clean, no smoke. It was just really, really nice to see.
This project is funded by the Australian Centre for International Agriculture Research. Everyone calls it ACIAR. Through this project, we're able to increase the amount that they receive for their beans. It's really going to help the livelihood of these communities, these households. It'll help their environmental outcomes, their health outcomes. So it's a fantastic opportunity.